The most insightful questions to ask during your job interview. Welcome back, everyone. This is Victoria from SiteKant, and today we're going to talk about the most insightful questions that you can ask during your job interview. So, applying for the job can be, as we discussed before, pretty challenging process. And for some time being, you're applying for different jobs and you're preparing your CV, and congratulations, you have been shortlisted and invited for the job interview. So now is the time when you're spending this time to prepare yourself to read about the company, about the position, and to shine during an interview. And at the end, here comes the very important part when they're going to ask you, do you have any questions for us? So this is the time when you can even earn more bonus points to increase your chances to get selected during your interview. And in the worst case scenario, you would say, I don't have any questions. So that's why in this video, I'm going to give you my favorite questions that you can ask during your job interview, and make sure to be prepared with them. But before moving to our top questions, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because this will help us to create even more content, and stay tuned. So nowadays, there are thousands of interesting questions that you can ask your interviewer during your job interview. However, I would suggest you to make sure to ask at least 3 questions at the end. These questions should be related to the 3 main aspects of the job that you're applying to, which means questions about the company, about the team, and about the position. At the beginning, let's start with questions about the company. For example, the first very good question that I would ask is, what is a typical work week here in this company? Why is this a really cool question? First, it will really get you an insight. How does it feel to work with this company? What is the work culture over there? When they have the meetings, do you actually fit with the values of this company? You know that the research shows that one of the major reasons why employees leave their jobs is because of toxic work culture. So that's why in order to be sure that you fit the work culture, it's good to know how you're going to feel on a daily basis with working with this company. Second cool question, also related to the company, is what is your favorite part in working with this company? This is a cool question to ask your interviewer because it will actually give you the sense of the benefits and perks working in this position, and in the same time it will actually, and you'll be able to see if you enjoy working that way. For example, I remember in one of my past interviews, they have asked me what are the favorite profiles that you like to recruit. I found this really cool because in the same time it will give them the insight of what I'm currently doing and what I like to do, and if this is something that I will achieve if they hire me. So after these 2 questions related to the company, I'm going to give you 2 also interesting questions related to the theme that you can ask. For instance, it's a really good question to ask, what is the structure of the team? Even in some companies, you will not be very much in touch with the other departments of the company, for instance, especially if it's a corporation. However, the team is going to be really important for you because you are going to be with these people on a daily basis. Doesn't matter if you're working remotely or you're going to be in the office. So definitely you should get the real insight. For instance, what is the structure of the team? How many people are there in the team? What are their qualifications? What is their background? How many meetings they're having with these people? So it's good to know with the people that you will be working closely with. In the same time, this is a really good question because you are showing interest in your future colleagues, and in the same time it will give you the chance or the sense of clarity of the responsibilities and the people that you'll be working with on a daily basis. The second question related to the team that you should definitely ask is, what are the main challenges that your team or department is currently facing? This is a really good question because of many reasons. On one hand, you will get the chance to see if the company is pretty transparent and honest about the problems that they're currently having. And of course, let's be real, every team or company has certain challenges that they are going through. On the other hand, it's a good question because you can always provide an answer with your ideas how you can contribute to facing these challenges. So in the same time, you can earn some bonus points by having kind of a backup answer on your question, and on the other way you're going to see whether or not you're able to respond to these problems and challenges that your future employer is currently facing. And the last pair of questions are related to the position itself, which are also really crucial for you. So for the position, you should definitely ask the following question. If you're about to give me an offer and I'm about to accept it, what are you going to expect from me in the next 6 months or 1 year? Why is this a good question? In one way, it really shows an interest that you are ready to take this role, but also it will make you evaluate if you're actually able to respond to the tasks and expectations from the company. For instance, you will see if these are, let's say, achievements or success that you're currently having in your job. And if you're able to respond to their targets, if you see how they measure the success and what does it mean to be successful with this company. And the last question, maybe it's pretty obvious to ask regarding the position and overall process, is how the hiring process looks like. Many organizations have different interview rounds, they have different hiring process, so it's good for you to have a sense of clarity and understanding what will be expected during this process. For example, how many interview rounds are there? Are there any other selection methods? For example, is there any task or exercise that you need to complete? Who do you need to talk to as the next interview round? Do you need to speak to the CEO? Do you need to speak to another hiring manager? When you can actually expect a feedback? When you're going to receive the final decision from the hiring process? These are really relevant and crucial questions in order for you to plan and manage your job search in the same time. And in the same time, this will give, bonus points to your future employer, that you're interested in this position and that you're actually looking forward to hearing from them. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I would like to ask you, from your experience, of course, what is your favorite question to ask the interviewer during your job interview?